the author-illustrator has said that when seen underwater, fish often appear as ghosts, affirming their uncanny ability to blend into their environment.
I experimented with many techniques to paint scales on fish. I finally arrived at one which involves drawing the lateral line on the fish on a dark ground and then individually painting each scale according to the number of scales in the lateral line, or the average number of scales in the lateral line. A good deal of my continuing fascination with fish is that, let's take a brook trout for instance, which when you take them out of the water, especially if they're very colorful, look like something from another planet. They don't look like they would fit into the environment at all. When you put that brook trout back in the water, especially very clear water at your feet, and it disappears almost instantly. I do think that fish of all species tend to be ghost-like, and that's part of their attraction, their allure for me, and I think that that's been some of what has attracted humans to them throughout history.
Having been a fisherman for the past 50 years and the proprietor of Central New York's oldest surviving tackle shop, I've had ample opportunity to see through the angler's eye and ask the proverbial question, why do we fish? Looking at Thompson's illustrations of brown trout results in my not only admiring the form and style, but also how these pieces become the catalyst for tapping some of my fondest memories of past fishing experiences, while at the same time whetting my appetite for future outings.
A very interesting piece of landlocked Atlantic salmon history is that in Lake Ontario, in the tributaries to Lake Ontario, including the Finger Lakes, there was another, probably the biggest and most robust population of landlocked Atlantic salmon in the world that used to use the entire Finger Lakes chain before it was dammed and polluted for spawning and feeding. And those salmon were brought to extinction. Lake Ontario Atlantics were brought to extinction by about the 1920s. I would like readers of this book to, first of all, see that fish are part of our whole environment. Healthy waters and healthy fish populations, they're extremely valuable creatures. And again, that they're indicators of the health of the whole environment.
It is also hoped that this book might be a jumping off point for its readers, becoming further involved in the many traditions that sport fishing has inspired throughout its long, rich history.